Breaking news out of the KB67FL, and I mean breaking news. 3 veteran running backs just got dumped on the same day. 49ers released Marcus Wright, a running back of 3 years, Jackson State. The Rams cut Dylan Harris, running back of 2 years, Coastal Carolina. And the Steelers say goodbye to Josh Johnson, running back 2 years, Alabama. It's a backfield bloodbath.
Man, bloodbath is too cute of a word. This is chaos. 3 backs gone in one shot. These front offices just flipped their whole identity overnight.
Well, here's the thing. Some of it is chaos. Some of it's really just reality. Let's keep it real from the jump. Marcus Wright's line this year was ugly. His season 2 numbers: rushing 2 carries for negative 20 yards.
Negative 20 yards?
20 yards. Receiving 1 catch for 35 yards and a touchdown. Then returning, it's 1 kick for 0 yards. But he's a running back. That rushing line is horrid. 2 carries for negative 20 yards. That's horrible.
And I can't even lie to you here, and we don't agree on much, but if your whole resume for the season is 2 for negative 20, I can't sit here and scream that cutting you was a crime. That's bad. That's an instant we got to look at this film for any coach.
Exactly. You can, and you can point at the 35-yard touchdown catch. It was a big play. But as a pure runner, you're a running back, dude. That stat line is a nightmare. 2 carries, both of them blown up, negative 20 on the ground. I get the Niners saying we need a reset. And yeah, you can put it on the offensive line, but no, there's no reason you should ever have 2 for negative 20.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there. You can still respect what Marcus did over 3 years. And I admit this season's tape gave the front office all the excuse they need. If you're trying to sell the locker room on a new era, 2 for negative 20 is not the hill you're going to die on.
So look at that. For once, we're going to be on the same side. Marcus getting cut. It's harsh, but it's understandable.
But that's where my agreement stops, because what they did with Dylan Harris and Josh Johnson, that's where I start calling it lazy.
All right, well then let's go over there. Dylan Harris with the Rams this year. 5 carries, 10 rushing yards, 1 touchdown. Yes, he's a short yardage hammer. Yes, he's a red zone guy.
And yes, he did exactly what you asked him to do. He punched it in tight spaces, ran in the stack boxes. He did the dirty work. He did it. He scored. That's on tape. 4 carries for 10 yards in the touchdown versus the Broncos. Another carry versus the Cowboys that went nowhere because the blocking got smoked. That's not he can't play. That's we only call his number when everything is ugly. And your award for the dude who takes those hits is, yeah, cool. You did your job. Get out. That's insane.
Is that insane, or is it thank you for the work and now we're upgrading? 5 for 10 and a touchdown is okay. It's not untouchable. If I can draft Ashley Sanderson out of North Dakota State and get the same toughness with more explosion, I'm doing it.
See, and that's the part I hate. You're throwing away proven short yardage production for a complete unknown. If you really think Sanderson is that dude, then be honest about what you're doing. You're betting a whole season that a rookie can walk in and instantly replace a guy who's already shown he can punch it in. That's not smart by default. That's gambling because a new name sounds better. And what if he doesn't even get drafted by them? What if somebody takes Sanderson before the Rams can? Then what? We don't know what team any of these rookies are going to because the draft hasn't even happened yet.
Well, listen, you got to gamble somewhere. The Rams looked at 5 for 10 and a touchdown and said, we can get more out of a future back. I don't think that's insane.
Yeah, you're right. It's not insane. It's out of their mind.
Moving on. Now let's go to the Steelers and Josh Johnson. Okay, this is where it gets different. Josh Johnson's entire season line was 1 carry for 5 yards. That's it. 1 rush, 5 yards.
And this right here is what makes me angry. That number alone proves my point, not yours. 1 carry, 5 yards, and then he disappears. That's not like we evaluated him and he failed. That's just we never tried. You can't look at 1 yard for 5 and act like he showed you he couldn't play. He never got the chance.
But that's exactly what I'm saying. If the staff didn't trust him enough to give him real work all season, the writing was already on the wall. If I'm the Steelers and I see Elvis Presley from Florida sitting in the draft, a real SEC back, I'm wiping the slate Clean.
Then the Steelers should have showed it like that. They should have stood on that. And they should have said, we never used him right. We never used Josh Johnson right. And now we want a big name. Don't spin it like he had some big sample and he was trash. He got one touch. One. This feels like more. We want to fall in love with a rookie than we did our homework.
The big picture overall, the Niners, the Rams, and the Steelers basically said, we're done with mid stats at running back, and we're going all in on rookies. For Marcus, we both agree the cut made sense, and 2 for -20 on the ground is brutal. For Dylan and Josh, it's going to get colder.
It's going to get colder and colder and colder until it's dead. The Niners, that's okay. Marcus at 2 for -20 is rough. I'll let that one breathe. But the Rams and Steelers, they had usable pieces and decided to throw them in the trash before they even knew what the rookies were. Rams had a guy who could punch the ball in 100%. The Steelers had a guy who turned one carry into 5 yards and never saw the ball again. That's not on the players. That's on coaching and front offices.
You call it lazy, I call it aggressive and a reset. They're banking on King is back, Elvis Presley, Ashley Sanders, and somebody from this class walking in and giving them more than 5 for 10 or 1 for 5. I don't think that's insane. I think that's betting on the upside, and I think that's putting the rookies in a good spot to succeed in the KB67 FL.
Well, and here's my last thing. They better hit because there's no backups in this league. There's one running back per team. You cut your running back and we'll find his replacement. Your season dies. That's all I have to say.
With 3 running backs in a row, we'll see in the future what they're going to do. My name is Jalen Edwards. For my partner, Terrence Samuels, and the whole crew filming us, this is Red Zone Rumble on the KB67 FL network. We'll see you on award day.
Deuces. Adios. See you later. Who's going to get MVP?